everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome to another episode of OrgelCraft. I hope you guys are having a great day today. Where are my striders? My striders are gone. What has happened here? One, they're a passive mob, so they shouldn't despawn. Two, I think they all had saddles on them, so they definitely shouldn't have despawned. Three, I think I might have name-tagged them. Well, that's just depressing. Do they die if they spend a long time out of lava? I don't think that's the case. Huh. Okay, well. Mystery for another day. Anyway, plan for today, I thought we would get a start on the zoo project that we have been gathering all the mobs for over the course of much of this season. And yeah, I thought it would be fun to shake things up, work on a little bit of a different project today. I am going to warn you, this is probably going to be a little bit of a talky episode, as we're going to be doing a lot of planning on what we want to do with these mobs, and probably not a ton of actual building. So, yeah, so just be ready for that. I am intending to build something, I just don't know what yet. So let's start off with a little bit of a flyover of this island. So we have a decent amount of area to work with. We're definitely going to have to do a little bit of work on the terrain itself. Like this little floating island here is going to need to go, so I don't know if I want to, connect this and have it be a feature or just tear it down. That's kind of at the far end, so I'm not too concerned with that as it is. Yeah, what I do know is that I want to start the zoo over here, so we'll probably clear out a little bit of the edge of the forest here, and then we will kind of have our entrance here, and then go from there. I was actually thinking as I'm flying over, we have this little bit of a spit of land here that kind of connects. It might be kind of cool to tear this out and build a bridge in there. So you'd have kind of like the entrance to the zoo, and you'd have a few exhibits, and then you would have it come over here to the proper part of the island. So some of what we need to figure out for this process is what all we want to put where. Obviously, we have lots of mobs. So we have all of the mobs that we had to breed, and they are mostly in this area. I don't have any bees over here. I'll need to get some. And obviously now we'll need to get striders. And did I bring? No, I just bred them. I didn't actually bring them here. Yeah, so we have all of these mobs, and then we have our non-breedable mobs. So we have our parrots, we have our polar bears over here, and then skeleton horse, pufferfish, bat, squid. Oh, we have more stuff in here. Salmon, tropical fish. We're going to need a... Let's see if I can get in here. Ugh. Hello, goats. We're going to need an aquarium. That's something we're going to build. Probably build that off in the ocean somewhere, so we won't necessarily take up space on the island. Potentially, we could put it in this little cove that we have right here. That might be a nice place to have an aquarium build. You could have something that might potentially go under the water. So that could be kind of cool. So we have all of those, and then we have the hostile mobs that I want to do. These I have all listed along here. Basically anything that you would battle. And then I referred to this as my ethically questionable section. So this is like our zombies, skeletons, witches, whisks. I almost combined witch and husk to make whisks. I don't think we need whisks in Minecraft. But all of those. And so we'd want to figure out how we would group all of that. Yeah, so I feel like with all of our just regular passive mobs, I feel like I would want to kind of group them together by types. So one thing that I know for sure I want to do is, let's see here. I wonder, I could really use a book and quill. Let me see if I have, well, I have leather, so that's a good start. I think I need a feather, and then I just need some paper, which I have in here. So let's do a little of that. There's a book. Oh, you know what? I need an ink sac. I don't think I have any in here. But I imagine there are probably squid close. Hang on a second. Yep, squid close. And then we could just convert that on our way back. Okay, so we'll start with an easy one. And that would be, I want to do a barn... I can't type and talk. A barnyard area. So this would be chicken, cow, pigs, sheep, horses, donkey, mule. What are we forgetting in that group? Oh, the mushrooms. I think we might do the mushrooms separately. And I think that's probably going to be good. We certainly wouldn't do turtles or foxes or wolves. Okay, I think, all right, so that's something that we can do. We'll have to work out an area for all of that. And we'd want to do, you know, different pens for each of those, but I think that would be a good start. Let's see. We could maybe do a jungle area. And so then this would have our parrots, our pandas, and our ocelots. I think that's all that you get out of the jungle. And then maybe a forest area. So then this would be our wolves. This would be our foxes. And I don't know if we would put the Arctic foxes there, or if we would put them in a cold exhibit. What else? Potentially rabbits. I was thinking there was something else that could go there. We got those taken care of. Let's see. Oh, you know what else we could put in a forest setting would be bees. We could also... we'll go with it for now. What else are we thinking? Let's see. We have cows, we have foxes. We could do a mountain, and then this would be our llamas and our goats. I feel like maybe we could work something else in there. We could do our... Yeah, so I said a cold area we could do. And so then this would be our polar bears, possibly our Arctic foxes. What else? What all do we have in here? Yeah, a lot of these would be for our aquarium. We definitely are going to want a nether area, and it's going to need to actually connect to the nether. So our nether would have our strider, our hoglin, zoglin, ghast, magma cube, blaze, piglin, zombie piglin. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot on there. There's always more in the nether than I expect. But I think that's something we'll want to do. And then we kind of have our odds and ends. So we'd want like a little cave thing, and we would do our bats, and maybe put the skeleton horse in there. What else could we possibly do in a cave? Maybe the mushrooms? We could do the cave of oddities. So that would be our bats, our skeleton horse, the mushrooms, and then maybe some of the more unusual mobs. We would want for sure an end area, and that would be our Endermen, Shulkers, Endermites, and possibly Silverfish. I realize they're native to the overworld, but I associate them with the end because of they're always at the spawner. I don't know if you can keep silverfish. I think you might need to have a certain kind of block as the floor so that they can't burrow into it. So, okay, I think that gives us a good start. Did you escape, or are you just a naturally existing brown mushroom? I guess they don't naturally exist, but I might have converted a few more of them. Okay, I think this gives us a good start. So the question then would be, what do we want at the entrance? I feel like that would be a good place to start. And so if we look at these, I'm actually kind of intrigued by the jungle area. There's not a ton that goes in here, but these are kind of some, what's the word I'm looking for? Exotic creatures that we would have in there. And so that might be kind of nice, you know, to think at the start of a zoo, you kind of draw it in with some interesting creatures, you know, to make it exciting and interesting. And then as you get in, you have some of the more regular creatures that you would expect to find in a zoo. So let me do a little bit of work clearing out the area over there, maybe flattening it out and laying out a few things so we can get started building. While I am gathering resources, I thought I would give you a little bit of a progress update on what I have been doing to the main end island. I have removed a massive amount of the island here. The whole beginning area that I used to have flooded with water is gone, and I've basically gone in like a pyramid shape. It's kind of been like an an easy way to work through all of this. And over here I have 2 of the obsidian pillars down to island level. Obviously they still have a long way to go to get them all the way completely removed, but making progress, slow progress for sure. But particularly the main island has really kind of come a long way. I've made an Enderman mad. Surprise, surprise. I think the next thing that I'm going to work on is removing this section over here. And then I'll probably just start working down this whole area here. I'm going to keep working on the obsidian pillars. I'm trying to, I have had a little bit of a rule of every time I come to mine out the end island, I have to work on a pillar for at least a little bit. So I remember Pixel Riffs in his survival guide series had been removing all of the obsidian pillars, and I think he said that it took him somewhere around 22 hours to completely remove all of them. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me there. And if we fly on over here, all these chests filled with endstone, or at least we're getting there. Okay, well, everything below this is filled with endstone. I'm still working on this top row. So, yeah, definitely lots of things going on there, and the Mad Enderman seems to have gone away. All right, anyway, back to resource gathering. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, I have cleared quite the area out over here. I have also removed all the mycelium and started the work of spreading the grass. I cut just a little channel in there so that the mycelium would not transfer over here. It was definitely a little bit of a process getting that going, but we've got the grass coming in, and I went and gathered a whole bunch of resources for the first couple areas. That's so that we can make concrete. Yeah, but I did something kind of stupid. Although I'm not taking full responsibility, I'm going to partially blame Mojang for this. I'm almost taking my helmet off. Yeah, so 118 came out, and I had actually not intended to upgrade this world until some of the mods that I use had been updated and things like that, and also that I had had a chance to trim out the chunks so that we could have easier access to some of the new stuff. Well, I went to try to load up my daughter's world so that we could upgrade that to 118, and I accidentally clicked on the OrgelCraft world just out of habit, and it starts loading in 118. Mojang, the message of, "Are you sure you want to do this?" where I have the button of "I know what I'm doing," that disappeared. So hopefully that comes back. Yeah. Because fortunately I had recently backed up the world, so that wasn't a problem. But yeah, it had not been my intention to do that. So we're in 118 now. I had not intended to do a lot with that. However, at the moment, I'm kind of lacking in inspiration on how to build these enclosures. We're definitely going to do one for the panda and the ocelots over here. But, yeah, since we're 118 and since inspiration is not striking me, let's go explore the world. I did go through and trim out a lot of chunks. So, yeah, let's go see what we can find. So the closest area where I cleared out some of the old chunks is over here by the Badlands, and so it's to the east and the south that we should be getting some new terrain if we start heading this way. So I think we're just going to keep flying east and see what we can find. I would love to find some of the new mountain biomes, but I also definitely want to explore the cave, and apparently we have another Badlands right here. All right, well, I won't argue with that, unless this is the same one and it loops around, but I don't think so. I think this is new, and I thought that I saw a little bit of a cave here. Let's see if we can fly in. It's going to be very dark. And I can't tell if this is new. Well, there's some glow like in there. Let's maybe head down this way. I brought like nothing important for exploring. This is just a ravine. That dead ends really quickly. Yeah, this is definitely new generated stuff because I had our Badlands generated before, and there's some copper here. Let's maybe head down this way. I'm really hoping this opens up into a bigger cave system. Oh, this looks promising. There's what we're looking for. Okay. Nice. Wow. It's just so cool seeing all of the new generation. Looks like we've got a little bit of an aquifer here. What level are we at? We are at Y17. Nice. I can't see if this opens out into anything else. I do see light over here, so that might be some lava. And then this will start getting us to deep slate level. Let's see. Yep, so we're already getting the deep slate generation. And it keeps going down. And apparently my favorite block in the game, the deep slate diamonds, are now more common than the old diamonds. So that's kind of fun. I did not grab any coal, and deep slate coal is very difficult to find. Coal does not spawn or generate below Y0, and we are at -23. Okay. Ooh, we got some glow squid in here. I should probably put my helmet on if I'm going to go swimming. And we have a lava lake right next to an aquifer. And does this go anywhere? So I would really like to find a dripstone cave and a lush cave. I think that would be pretty cool to discover. Let's see what we've got over here. Oh, I bet it's a spawner. I was like, there shouldn't be any zombies in here. But I believe there are dungeons and spawners this low, so that could be what we were hearing. I don't know where that would have been, though. Lots of bats. Oh ho! Deep slate diamond! Of course, they don't spawn nearly as frequently, so you're not going to get the veins of 6 or 7 diamonds. Now they're going to be like 1, 2, or 3. But that is okay. Well, this seems to be a dead end. So let's go back. Where did we come from? I think it was this way. Ooh, I'm having quite the wind and snowstorms. I don't know if you can hear any of that. This looks like it has kind of come to a dead end. Also, I'm hoping that it's not too dark. I've tweaked my monitor settings so that I can see better in the dark. But I know that YouTube does not like the dark spaces, so I'll try to brighten this up a little bit in editing. Well, this doesn't seem to be getting anywhere. So, yeah, I think I'm going in circles. All right, well, let me explore a little bit more and see what else we can find. I love that we have caves generating now that you can fly through. Just so incredible, the new generation in 1.18. And I thought that I saw... Let's go... I think this looped around. I thought that I saw a... Yep, here is a mine shaft. Oop, cave spiders. But yeah, this is the newly generating mine shafts with the logs that you can get. I love that this is all open. I think that's really cool. I think there's a spawner over there. Name tag. I will always take a free name tag. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave that spawner alone. Haven't found a lush cave or a dripstone cave yet, but we'll keep looking for those. Okay, I've gotten a little distracted because I started seeing lots of copper blocks mixed in with the andesite. And when you find that, there is the possibility that you have discovered a copper vein. Check out this, a block of raw copper. I have indeed found a copper vein here, and I think I said andesite, here within the granite. These occur above Y0, and there are also, I think there are also iron veins, and they generate below Y0, but you will find tons and tons of resources. It's going to be great for copper, for sure, since it's not the easiest block to farm, but yeah, finding a vein like this will allow me to get quite a lot of that. So I think I'm gonna spend a little bit more time digging through here and make use of the fact that we can get all of this copper out of the ground. Some of the more interesting generation, village in an ocean. Very weird. Well, I also have a massive jungle. You can't really see it from here, but they have this sparse jungle, which I think is a really cool new biome. I guess it's not technically a new biome, but a fairly large area of jungle has spawned over here. Now, I did see a fairly large cave over here, and I thought that I maybe got a glimpse of dripstone. Yes, indeed. Oh, look at this. All right, this is one of the things that I was looking for. More copper. Don't mind if I do. Speaking of copper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost 6.5 stacks from that vein. It's pretty cool. Well, I'm so glad I have the dripstone farm. This right here is already far more than I would ever have produced from that farm. But it will be good. It will still be good for the pointed dripstone, because it probably can't get quite as well. I say that, but I think if we find the right cave, we could probably find plenty of pointed dripstone. But let's maybe head down in here, see if we can find anything else, see if this opens up into something else that maybe would lead us to the last cave that I was hoping to find, that lush cave. But I think it's so cool to see the stalactites and stalagmites in here. Oh, deep slate copper is still a thing. I did not think this was a thing anymore, because I hadn't seen it anywhere. Let's just get rid of that. And then we can grab all of this. I'm certainly not passing up the opportunity to get any of these blocks while we're out exploring. The dripstone I will leave. We'll come back for that later. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep going. I've been flying around above ground, trying to hopefully spot the azalea tree that will be the telltale sign of our lush cave, but so far, no luck on that, so I'm going to keep exploring a little bit more, and bring you back if I find one. Well, I have not found any grand mountains, but I have finally found the tree that I am looking for. There is an azalea tree, which means if we head over this way, should have been that way. Hopefully it loops around underneath. Otherwise we have to go back and dig. There we go. That's what I have been looking for. Here is a lush cave. So this is where we get our drip leaf, lots of moss, lots of clay. This is the area where axolotls spawn. Although I do find it kind of interesting that there don't appear to be any spawning in here. So that's a little weird. We also get tropical fish that will spawn in here. Yeah, but that is pretty cool. Take some drip leaf back with us. But yeah, that is a little weird that I'm not seeing any axolotls. They have their own mob cap now. So that's interesting. I wonder if it's because we're in a cold biome? But that doesn't seem like it would have a huge effect. Anything good down there? Nope. Yeah, it's weird that nothing seems to be spawning in any of these pools. Oh, there's the other thing we need to get, the spore blossom. Technically not a new block, but not available in-game until now. So let's go up, and can we reach it? Yes. There we go, and of course I have no room in my inventory. We'll get rid of that. Nice. All right. Well, this episode has not gone anywhere near where I thought it was going to go. And I am now thousands and thousands of... Is that cat? Oh no, there are the axolotls. There they are. Yeah, I'm now thousands and thousands of blocks from anywhere that I need to be. So, inspiration still hasn't come back to me, so I think that we're going to call it an episode here. And then hopefully next week we will get a little bit more accomplished. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, I would encourage you to subscribe and make sure you click that little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest posts. Be sure to follow me on social media. Thanks for watching. See you real soon.